If we combine an end to special interest lobbying with some truth-telling in Washington, there's nothing we can't do.
I do not believe that is correct.
All of us need to stop focusing on the lobbyists and the bloggers and the talking heads on radio.
I believe you are reasoning by analogy, classifying objects and phenomena according to superficial observation rather than empirical evidence. Wood, for example, does not contain fire simply because it is combustible, nor does it contain rock simply because it is heavy. Wood, like any complex organic form, is composed of thousands of different chemical compounds, none of which is fire.
We can stop talking about solving this healthcare crisis and actually start doing something about it. I've proposed a bill that says if you already have health insurance, we are going to lower your premiums by $2,500 a year. If you don't have health insurance, then we are going to make sure that you can buy health insurance that is as good as the health care I have as a member of Congress. Nobody will be excluded for pre-existing conditions. We will negotiate with the drug companies for the cheapest available price on drugs. We will invest in prevention.
I find it extremely difficult to predict what you will find acceptable.
We will invest in prevention so that we are having people getting regular checkups and screenings instead of going to the emergency room for treatable illnesses. And we won't wait 20 years from now to do this or 10 years from now to do this. We will do it by the end of my first term as President of the United States.
My positronic brain has several layers of shielding to protect me from power surges. It would be possible for you to remove my cranial unit and take it with you.
If you're ready for change, if you are ready, then we can start making our economy fairer for all Americans. I already told you, I want to give you a tax break.
And as I said, I'm in Chicago today. Just a few minutes ago, I spoke with Sue Klinkhammer. She worked for a Democratic Illinois congressman. She defended Obamacare to her constituents, his constituents, but then he was defeated for re-election, at least in part because of his support for Obamacare. She was then unemployed, forced to get her own insurance plan. A few weeks ago, she got a letter from her insurance provider. So you got this letter.
I got this letter from Blue Cross that said, this is a review of your current coverage. That I right now have a Blue Advantage with a monthly premium of $254.88 as of the date of this letter. Please note that coverage under your current plan will end December 31st, 2013. And then they give me my plan options.
And what are the options for it?
The first one is a silver option, which is most similar in benefits to what you have today. The monthly premium for the member named above, which is me as a single person on a plan, is $647.12.
$647?
$647.12.
Wow.
My other option is a Blue Choice Bronze, which is most similar in price to what I have today, but higher, not,
right.
From $254 to, and that monthly premium would be $322.32.
So why not take the bronze?
Well, first of all, it's a higher price.
Right.
But my deductible will go from $3,500 to $6,500.
So some people would say, supporters of Obamacare would say, you're going to get better plans. This is what Obamacare does. It requires that you'll have coverage that you didn't have before.
Right. And I'm a supporter of Obamacare, and this was part of my issue, was that I did tell everybody it would be better. And I understand that all these health essentials that are now being covered, but some of those had also been covered in the past couple of years, like mammograms and physicals and things like that. But I still don't understand why, even if all those are covered, why my premium is going up $350.
And you're not eligible for subsidies.
And I'm not eligible for a subsidy. Now, what really bothered me, and I know there's talking on both sides, so this morning, a congressman from North Carolina, a Democratic congressman, to defend it, said, well, but those policies that people had that are being eliminated were junk policies.
Junk policies.
Right. And that it wasn't a junk policy. It was a good policy. It was in my price range. It gave me what I wanted. It certainly wasn't a Cadillac plan, but you know, it had a good deductible and a good premium. You know, and again, for people on the open market.
But you can go to.
But all my friends in Congress understand that how business is done in this town has to change.
Hey, Data, what do you think we should do?
Saddle up. Lock and load. Goodbye, Data.